Hello, let's take a quick look at the Final Cut Pro interface. The interface is made out of four primary windows: browser, viewer, canvas, and timeline. Um, and in the right corner down, we got the tool palette that contains all the editing tools and audio meters. The browser, it's where you organize all of the project elements. You use them when you're editing to get them in the sequence. You can view by different columns. The viewer is where you view your source material and choose edit points. You can edit audio, modify transition, modify effects, modify motion templates, and so on. The timeline, it's a graphical representation of all the editing decisions that you make. This represents your sequence and your material. You can trim it, move it, stack it, adjust it. You can see all your edits in here. The canvas is tied up to the timeline. The canvas, it's representing the other side, not the whole edits, but just the image. So you can go and play your edits and see what your output will be. A common characteristic to all those windows is that you can open multiple tabs in them. For example, in the browser window, you can have multiple projects open in different tabs, or in the viewer window, you are going to have the video, the audio, the filters, motion, and things like that. For the beginning, let's have a quick look at the browser. In the browser, as I said, you'll gather all your media and organize it. Here is the place that you can view all the characteristics, all the properties of the media. For example, you're gonna have a tab for duration, a tab for frame per second, a tab for everything that logging nodes and things like that. You can, of course, order the things inside by any other tab that you want. For both the viewer and canvas, the most part of the window is covered with the image preview. Then for both of them, you got on the left upper corner the timecode duration field, that it's saying the timecode in the viewer, the timecode for the select the opened clip, and in the canvas the timecode from the sequence, from the timeline. If you don't have any in and out points, this is going to be the duration of the whole clip. If you have in and out points, it's going to be the duration between those 2 points. In the right upper area, you've got the current timecode field. So in the viewer, that it's marking where the playhead is, and in the canvas, it's saying where the playhead is, also in the timeline. In both of them, you've got some buttons that are transport buttons, and you can do just play or play around current frame, or play in and out, and you got to go to previous edit and go to the next edit. Then you got the shuttle control, and you can speed up playing or backwards playing. And then you've got the jog control, that it's a little bit more fine-tuned. Then for the viewer, you've got also the generator pop-up menu that it's in the right down area, lower area, and you can choose a generator if you want from there. And also you've got the other button in the left side of the generator pop-up menu. It's the recent playing pop-up menu. In the canvas you've got the buttons for the principal edits like insert, override, and the third button you can customize it to do whatever you want. Also you've got some quick buttons for setting in and out and setting markers, keyframe, and all the things like this. For the timeline you've got mainly the tracks that you can place the video tracks and the audio tracks, and then you got in the left the timeline patch panel that you can, let's say, mute an audio track or things like that. Then you've got the timeline display controls that are in the left down area, and you can also see clip overlays and things like that for your timeline. And also you have in the left upper part you've got a RT menu that you can choose how Final Cut it handles your previews and how it's gonna handle the frame per seconds and the quality. And you've got also the current time code field. For all those windows you can put and customize and put some other buttons like for the timeline window the default buttons are ripple sequence markers, link select linked, and snapping, but you can customize that. Now if you're a shortcut guy you can use command 1 to call up the viewer, command 2 to call up the canvas, command 3 for the timeline, and command 4 for the browser. Besides those things, you've got the tool palette, which lets you access multiple tools, and you can hold on one of them and see what beneath that, and see tools like, let's say, for the roll tool underneath that it's a ripple tool. And you've got also audio meters. Another handy tip is that you can click between the windows and drag them to resize them, or you can click between 3 of the windows and resize the whole thing. And if you just mess it up, don't worry, because there are some default layouts that you can save, and one is that default which comes with Final Cut. And for that you're gonna go to window arrange and you can choose standard, or you can press just the Control U shortcut. Then if you want to customize, let's say for having on the shortcut Shift U and Option U, you can customize some other window layouts. Okay, so that was the quick view. I guess we are reaching 10 minutes here, and okay, see you next time.